Microsoft's biggest weapon in the console wars, Game Pass, has only become better with the recent additions announced at E3. There is so much value to this subscription service, but what all is actually included and is it worth the price? Let's break down everything Xbox Game Pass has to offer. Welcome back to No Time Gamer. Subscribe to make sure your gaming sessions are time well spent. Xbox Game Pass is a subscription-based gaming service, kind of like Netflix, but for games. As long as you keep paying for it, you can continue to use everything it has to offer. There are 3 different Game Pass subscriptions, so let's start with Game Pass for console. For $10 per month, this gives you access to a huge library of Microsoft's own titles dating all the way back to the original Xbox, all the Halos, Gears of War, and the most recent Forzas, and so many more. Since the acquisition of Bethesda, this also includes all the Elder Scrolls, Fallouts, and Dooms as well, plus everything else Bethesda has released on Xbox before. All brand new first-party titles are added on day 1, so if Elder Scrolls 6 ever comes out, you won't have to buy it or wait to play since you can pre-download it and get playing as soon as it's released. Besides the first-party titles, you can play a huge library of indie games and miscellaneous AAA games like GTA 5 and Rainbow Six Siege. There's something for everyone in the family to find on Game Pass, from horror games like Outlast to the bright and colorful Slime Rancher. If you want to permanently buy something in the service, you also get a small discount on games and DLC while your subscription is active. Game Pass for PC is more or less the same, but only gives you access to the games on a computer rather than a console. It's also $10 per month. The library is pretty similar, but some third-party games are swapped out to make better use of the mouse and keyboard that PCs have to offer. One distinct difference is that Game Pass for PC also gives you access to EA Play. This is a game subscription service by EA that allows you to play almost their entire library of games and get early access to try or purchase their newest titles. FIFA, Madden, Battlefield, and more are just a few clicks away from downloading and trying out at no additional cost. The third subscription on offer is Game Pass Ultimate. For $15 per month, this package gives you everything we previously listed for both console and PC Game Pass, but also adds on Xbox Live Gold and access to xCloud to stream games to your Android or iOS device and your PC, with streaming to TVs and Xbox consoles themselves coming in the future. EA Play is also available on consoles with Ultimate too. If you're a gamer in the Xbox ecosystem that plays on console and PC, the value of this deal is incredible. You get access to try out hundreds of games every year for the total cost of about $180, unless you can get it at a discount, which you can find if you keep an eye out for them. That's the same price as buying 3 AAA games. So if those games were included on Game Pass anyways, it's like getting a huge library of new games for free. Anyone already paying for a gold subscription is only paying $120 more per year for all of these perks. If you have friends who also have the service, you all have access to the same huge library, so everyone can play together and experience their new games without feeling like you have to potentially spend money on games you might not like just to play with each other. Now, the obvious downside is that you don't own any of these titles. If you stop paying for the service, then you lose access to the library. But honestly, the service has allowed us to play so many games that we'd never considered purchasing or playing in the first place, that we think it's well worth it. Another thing to point out is that all non-first-party titles are subject to removal from the service at any time, although they do give you a few weeks warning before that happens. This doesn't mean that every game will get removed, just that it's possible that deals with developers or publishers expire and the game will no longer be playable for you, unless you buy it separately. GTA 5 was taken out and re-added at a later point, so many games return to the service if removed. The great news is that if you buy the game on discount before it leaves Game Pass or purchase it later, all of your progress will be waiting for you right where you left it. At E3 this year, Microsoft showed off 30 games. 27 of those are coming to Game Pass at launch in 2021 or 2022. So when all of the new fall releases come out this year, we can hop right into Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite, among others, on day 1. Again, if you were planning on buying those 2 games and Xbox Gold, that's the same price as just getting a year of Game Pass Ultimate. Microsoft has said that players should be able to play when they want, where they want, and on whatever device they want, and Game Pass is a massive part of that commitment. And to prove that, progress made via console, cloud, or PC on any game is carried over no matter when or where you last played. So for busy gamers, well, any gamer, Xbox Game Pass is time and money well spent.